Operation Cupid, Japanese turn 3. So we've heard that Germany has declared war on Russia. However, we have peaceful intentions, so we won't be declaring war on Russia. However, the Commonwealth has declared war on us, and therefore both the UK and the Commonwealth are at war with us, so that will dictate what we're doing this turn. So starting with production, we have 44 IPCs, which translates into 2 destroyers, 3 infantry, 3 tanks, and we were not able to get tech this turn, but the cost was only 1, so that's what that disc is there for. So now we're going to do our combat moves. So we're going to start here in China first. So we're going to move the unit from Hopei, I always thought it was an I, but it's an H, to Suyan, the infantry, and we're going to move 2 infantry from Qichao and 1 artillery into Shenxi. Pardon me. We're going to move the 4 infantry in Qichao into Shezwan, along with the 2 artillery, and we're going to move the 2 infantry from Yunnan as well into Sichuan. We're going to include, and yes, so that's it there. And then, I think I can keep my camera here. Yes, so the Kiangsi, the infantry in Kiangsi are going to attack Guangdong. And then we're going to do some movements by merchant ship. So just bear with me for a second. So from first of all, from Shan, Yunnan, 1 artillery is going to move into Shan State, and then this one in C Zone 37, we got 3 transports. So we're going to take an artillery and an infantry, and we're going to move that to C Zone 37, and then we're going to land an infantry and an artillery in Malaya. As well, we're going to move another one from C Zone 36. We're going to pick up 2 infantry, and we're going to move those to C Zone 36, and we're going to land those 2 into Shan State as well. So we got a force attacking Malaya, we have a force attacking Shan State, and we have 1 last transport here. Just give me 1 second. So that one will take 1 infantry, and it'll land it in Borneo from C Zone 36 to Borneo, and the tank in Guangxi is going to attack Hong Kong. Up here in Japan itself, we have 1 transport. It's going to take 2 infantry and move down 1, 2, and also they're going to land in Hong Kong. We're going to get that port. Okay, and this Commonwealth destroyer is aggressively moving towards us, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this submarine from C Zone to 42 and move it to 46, C Zone 46, and this Japanese carrier is going to send a dive bomber and a fighter in to attack that destroyer. We're also going to include no, we're going to leave that there. Okay, so then we're going to send this mech from Yunnan through Qichao into Shenxi. And then we're going to send a fighter from Manchuria down to Shuiyan. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to have 1 left. Just a sec, I'll get some combat dice because we're going to be marking a few things. So we have one movement left with that unit. And then all these all these aircraft here, represented by all these here, they're all going to be attacking. They're going to be attacking Sichuan. So that's 2 away. So they're all going to have 2 movement left. I'll just put the 2 in the 10 itself so we know that they all have 2 movement left. This carrier, so we're going to send a dive bomber and a fighter to attack Malaya. We're also going to be bombarding. And this aircraft carrier is going to send 2 into Hong Kong. The tactical and the fighter. Oops, sorry, I knocked the Americans down. Sorry, no disrespect, Americans. You're still our friends. And I think we've done all movement. These bombers are going to be transports. So we have 4 infantry here. Okay, so now we're going to do our combats. Just give me 1 second. I will set up the board. So the first one we're going to do is that Commonwealth destroyer. So we're going to try and do a tactical a select attack on it with our dive bomber, and we miss. So now we have a fighter and a submarine coming in. So the fighter and the submarine comes in, and the destroyer, or sorry, the fighter and the submarine come in and attack. And we hit, and the destroyer fires back, and it misses. The next one is Malaya. So we have an infantry and an artillery, and a dive bomber and a fighter. And we're attacking 1 Commonwealth soldier. We need to get 1 hit. So we just get 1 hit. And then they fire back. And they also get a hit. In Shan State, we have an infantry and an artillery paired, and 1 infantry, and we get a hit. We get 2, but all we needed was 1, and they fire back, and they miss. Okay, I'm going to set up Hong Kong on the board. We've got 2 British, 4 infantry unsupported, 4 infantry unsupported, plus a tank and a tactical and a fighter. Which is paired. Okay, so we're going to roll that now. So we have a tactical, we have a fighter, we have a tank, and we have 4 infantry. So that should be a total of 7. we had 3 hits. All we needed was 2. They fired back, and they miss. We're going to do the battle with Shin C. So we have 1 Chinese infantry. We have an infantry and artillery paired. Then we have another infantry, and then we have a mech for a total of 4. We need 1 hit. We get the 1 hit. The Chinese fire back, and they miss. Shuiyan, we have an infantry and a fighter, and we miss. Chinese fire back, they miss. I can roll these all together, and we get the Chinese infantry. So that leaves the big battle in China. So I'm going to put that on the board. So it's 7 infantry and a fighter. We have 6 infantry and 2 artillery. And then a huge air force coming in. So we have our tacticals paired with fighters. Okay, so we have to get 7 kills. Or sorry, 8 kills. We have 7 infantry and 1 aircraft flying Tigers. We're going to fight for the Chinese. So we start with 5 tacticals. And then we have 6 fighters. So we'll start with that. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So we'll just mark that down, red for the Chinese. 6 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you can see that. And then we have 2 artillery and 2 infantry paired. And we get nothing. Oh my goodness, the army is really letting us down. And then 4 unsupported, 2 hits, so they make up for it. So we have a total of 8 hits, and I think that's all we needed. So the Chinese force is destroyed. However, they do get a chance for revenge. So they have 1 fighter, and they have a total of 7 infantry. 7 infantry, total of 8. 6, 8. There we go. And they score a total of 4 hits. Ouch. So 4 on the Japanese. So I'm going to take off the Chinese forces, and I lose my 4 unsupported infantry, and that concludes that battle. So there are 2 infantry and 2 artillery in Sichuan. So we've done all our combat movements. So now we're going to do landing of aircraft and reinforcements. So landing of aircraft, we have 1 aircraft here in Sichuan. It'll land in Chahar. It'll go to Hopei. No, I think I'll go in Chahar. All these fighters here, they have 2 movement. They're just going to go back to Guangxi. Oh, I could have used my battleships, but I didn't need to. So these go back. The fighters in that attacked Malaya, they go back. The fighters that go to Hong Kong. So the carrier is going to move from C-Zone 36 to C-Zone 20. Make sure I got all that. I got to change this one in Borneo to an actual unit. Just give me a second. So I have 1 unit in Borneo. Okay. So I'm going to, I've got these 2 transport planes up here in Japan. They're going to move. They're going to pick up those 4 infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to land the units in Yunnan and then join all these people in Guangxi. So there's 4 infantry in Yunnan along with that artillery. Okay, the transport in Palau is going to pick up this infantry and is going to move to the Carolines along with this this carrier. And for the life of me, I don't know where my tactical went. Must have got knocked off somewhere. So I'll have to rectify that. There should be a tactical there. I may have left it on the board, on the battle board. Just give me a second. Okay, so in Caroline Islands, we have a carrier there with its full air complement. We have a destroyer. So we have these 2 transports. They're going to move from C-Zone 19 to Sea of Japan. And then there's going to be a destroyer. The destroyer in C-Zone 19 is going to move down. And it's going to be with the transport in Borneo. The sub in C-Zone 41 is going to move into C-Zone 37. And I think, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. So one fighter is actually going from the carrier. It launched 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to land in Manchuria. So now we're back up to our complement of 2 fighters. So now we're going to put on our reinforcements. So we have 2 destroyers that are going to go in the Sea of Japan, 3 infantry, and we're going to put in 3 tanks, which are going to go in Kiangsu. And just give me a second, I'm going to put on some Japanese markers. So, disposition of forces. Shan State, we have 2 infantry, 1 artillery. Yunnan, we have 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Sichuan, we have 2 infantry, 2 artillery. Shenxi, we have 2 infantry, artillery, and a mech. Suyan, we have 1 infantry. Chahar, 1 fighter. Kingxi, 3 tanks. Kwangtung, we have 4 infantry and 1 tank. Sea Zone 20, we have an aircraft carrier with a tactical and a transport. In Kiangsi, we have 2 bombers, 5 tacticals, and 6 fighters. So they're represented in here in Kiangsi. In Carolines, we have 3 infantry on the island, an AA gun, a transport, a cruiser, a destroyer, a carrier, and a tactical and a fighter. In Carolines, Borneo, we have an infantry. In Sea Zone 43, we have a destroyer and a transport. Off Malaya, we have 2 transports, a submarine, destroyer, a cruiser, 2 battleships, a carrier, and a tactical and a fighter. And we have 1 artillery in Malaya. And I think I've covered everything. So on to the IPC count. So we have, for turn 3, we have a base of 26. When you add all these territories here, we get a total of 45. And then we get a bonus for USA oil of 10, and we have captured Borneo, that's 3. So 45 and 13 is 58 for next turn. Thank you very much.